Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Ajwritescrypto, and welcome to my daily show, Trade Crypto Today. The idea of this show is to give you one idea, one chart, one concept to get you on the charts and to get you trading. Today, we're not just doing one chart, we're going to do two charts because I'm in a Bitcoin trade. I've been on a Bitcoin trade for a couple days now. I want to talk about the trade and I want to talk about an altcoin at the end. All right, so first of all, let's look at the concept of this Bitcoin idea. All right, so right here, we can kind of see these two yellow lines down here. Bitcoin was in a less than 1% range, a 0.65% range for a day in 22 hours. So Bitcoin spent almost 2 days trapped inside of this box of chop. And anytime you can define that range, and that range goes on for 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours, you can tell yourself, okay, when this alarm goes off, we're going in. And of course, boom, look at what happened since this alarm right here. We're talking a 4% move on Bitcoin. So now what, right? Always now what is the question. First, we have to define this uptrend. It's a very sharp uptrend. It's very likely to be broken. A support resistance level I'm worried about is this. See how we rejected twice back here? This level right here is almost the floor level of this wick down the hill. That's at 113.3. And then also right here, this high from back here at 113.9, which the price is currently above. That would kind of be my level where I start to worry. And then this level would probably be my short because by then we will be under the 50 EMA on a 12-minute chart and very close to breaking this local uptrend. Really, the breakdown confirmation from this uptrend, that's the trade short if we're going to trade short. So let's take a quick look at the trade. Here we are down here at the bottom of the screen. You can see I'm up $6,000. That was a 5x leverage trade. I'm up 20%. And I've already moved my stop loss on Bitunix. It's super easy to move your stop loss or to move your take profit. You just drag it right here. And I moved my stop loss into profit. So if I got stopped out, no matter what, I'd make $1,400. So now I'm going to move my stop loss up again. And this is how you give yourself an opportunity, because if Bitcoin keeps running, I'm not just jumping out of the trade because I'm up $6,000. I'm going to move my stop loss well into profits. And if I get stopped out, I make money no matter what. But if it keeps going, I'm giving my chance for the trade to keep running. That concept of setting your own trailing stop loss is a really good way to make the maximum amount of money on a trade, because if it keeps running, you're not taking profits. You're still in the trade as it goes up, but you're moving your stop loss up. So worst case scenario, you make X amount of money. Okay, so that's a big concept I wanted to drive home in this video. So as we talked about these support resistance levels, even right here, we kind of talked about this 13.3 level. I feel like that's a pretty good spot to move up my stop loss. I'm actually going to move it up right below that. I'm going to move it like an inch below that level. All right. Actually, I want to move, right underneath that level. I make $5,000. No matter, all right, I'm up 6,000, but no matter what happens, if Bitcoin comes down here and goes just an inch below this yellow line, okay, well, I lost $1,000 in my trade, but I made $5,000 no matter what. And I did give this Bitcoin setup to the Telegram group. I said, hey, Telegram group, CryptoFace just told me he's going long on Bitcoin. Look at this. I'm going long too. I gave this trade to the Telegram group. If you want to sign up for the Telegram group, send an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We'll get you set up and on the charts and winning trades in no time. All right. So now I move my stop loss up and I'm accepting that, I'll lose $1,000 if it comes to here. That's fine. But guess what? In trade for that, I'm giving myself an opportunity because, we're going to set this alarm here at Bitcoin's local high at 114.3. And if that alarm goes off, we could even add more to the trade. We could keep going, thoughts, etc. So that's what I want you to do on your Bitcoin chart. I want you to alarm this local high at 114.4. Because if that goes off and Bitcoin keeps running, you're giving yourself a chance to stay in the run. You're giving yourself a chance to stay running. All right, there's my quick overall with Bitcoin. Since Bitcoin has been running, some altcoins have been fighting too. I want to talk about Cardano. Cardano is one of my favorite altcoins. I do have a very large bag of Cardano, not the largest bag in my portfolio, but nevertheless, I hold a lot of Cardano. And as you can see here, Cardano is in a classic pennant. All right. It's been putting in lower highs and higher lows. And this started all back from the December high when we had our little run at the end of last year, that is the top of this pennant. And if Cardano was to run back to its previous 2024 high, that would be a 66% gain to $1.33. So we see the pennant, but now we have to set the parameters. All right. And we can also see here on the daily chart, you got a green dot on the daily. We just bounced off the 200 EMA. I feel like Cardano is going to continue to push up, to be honest with you. And what I'm seeing right here is this support resistance level, this previous high right here. All right. Because if that previous high goes off, which is, how far is that above the current price? It's a 17% move all the way up to there. So obviously there's room to scalp if you zoom into a smaller time frame, but daily, large time frame stuff, that level would be breakout confirmation for this pennant at 94.4. So 0.944. That is breakout confirmation for a pennant that started since the high at the end of last year. That is a massive, and I mean massive, alarm for Cardano. The point of control is a little bit under the current price action, and I don't like that because it's also under the 200 EMA. But I also do want to define this previous low here, this alarm here at 74.9. So let's add that alarm in as well, 0.749, because if that alarm goes off, we do have some room to run down to get to the bottom of the pennant. It's probably 14, 15% down. If Cardano was to come all the way down to touch to stay in the pennant, that could still be a 15% short. So I'm conditionally ranging Cardano where I go long at 94.4 and I go short at 74.9. If you want a more comprehensive breakdown on Cardano for scalp levels, you have to join the Telegram group. I'm putting all of my scalp levels for Cardano on the Telegram group. But this chart setup I gave you right here, at the very least on the daily time frame, set this pennant, set an alarm here at 74.9. That is inside the pennant short idea, and the breakout confirmation at 94.4. Those four things, the two lines of the pennant and those two alarms, are massive, massive alarms for large time frame stuff for Cardano. Like I said, if you want the more small time frame stuff, join the Telegram group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. And also, if you want to join my Polymarket Telegram group that we just started, guys, we killed it this weekend. I made just shy of $40,000 in 5 games yesterday during NFL Week 4. And I did just put my Monday Night Football picks in the Polymarket Telegram group as well. So if you want to join either of the groups, ajalphagroup@gmail.com, send me an email. Thank you to all the sponsors. Make sure you do all your trading on Bitunix. All the links down below. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to subscribe. This is my new channel. We're building. We're getting closer to 700 followers. Would love to see this thing hit 1,000, maybe by Halloween. I know it's a slow grind, but I like starting from zero. I wanted to start a second channel that's just about crypto. So that's what Trade Crypto today is. So guys, thank you for your time. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, because we're putting a video on this channel every single day. Have a safe rest of your day. Get rich or get wrecked. And don't forget to trade crypto today. Peace.